Hey guys, I'm a little tired. I was up pretty late working last night. I do have a job which helps me finance all of my arts and crafts, whether I'm trying to capitalize on them or not. But I was figuring I'd start sharing kind of some of the beadwork that I make on YouTube, just like I do on TikTok and Instagram. You can follow me on those as well if that's what you prefer. But let's get started. So today I'm wearing 3 pieces. Here we go. I haven't figured out this wide angle thing. But this beaded piece actually is a gift I made for myself when I started paternity leave before my child was born. And I made it as something that I could wear beforehand, just something beautiful in white to kind of signify the new journey I was beginning with my child. This isn't truly an all-white piece. It actually is made of vintage opalite and glass seed beads, so it's actually very like light blue and white, but it's really hard to tell unless you're up close. And while it looks like it's all white, it's hard to pick up that here begins another design of white beads that really separates and stands out in the design when you come closer. I really love subtle details, and I think they really add to the beauty of my pieces, and also it makes people interact with me in a way where they're like getting closer and closer and closer because they're like, oh my goodness, those are beads. It's not like yarn or something. And I'm like, yeah, it's beads. I'm not like that. I'm like, oh, because I'm very humble and kind of shy. So it's easier for me to just talk to a nondescript audience instead of like people who ask me about my work. So the next piece I'm probably going to take off is this beaded cabochon, which is actually one of a more difficult design for me. And I actually just noticed that one of the vintage beads broke right here, so there's just a little gap. This is also made from like 100-year-old vintage opalite. It's very pale blue, gray matte seed beads, and this beautiful agate that looks like an iris. It looks like an eyeball to me. So I just thought it was really beautiful, and that it would just really go well. And I've had it for years now, to be honest. I can't remember how long I've had it, but I made it so long ago. And because this is kind of a challenging technique for me, I don't make them very often. I have a few of them that I've made, and a few of them that have been gifted, a few of them that have been traded. So maybe when I'm feeling up to it, I'll do a beaded cabochons haul of kind of like what I have in my personal collection. The next piece I'm wearing is actually a headpiece, and I never wear it, but now that I have it on, I'm like, this is fucking cute. I'm gonna do this again. And this was actually a beaded necklace, and I ultimately took off the clasp and added a leather band because I freestyle all my pieces. And this one, I actually made it in the way that the proportions were too large for it to sit and drape comfortably like the rest of my pieces. And I didn't want to get rid of it because it's also made of, all of these are vintage 100-year-old seed beads. These are all opalite and Swarovski crystals, and I just didn't want to take it apart. There are a few pieces that actually have that. When I started, I made them with silk string, not realizing that silk disintegrates in this form, and I'm gonna have to take them apart because they've just been falling apart because the string is pretty much biodegradable, let's be real. So I was just like, I love this color scheme. I love grays and blues and creams together. And I was like, how can I repurpose this into something really beautiful that I like? And it's in the way that I've made it into a headpiece. I really like how everything comes together. Also another hallmark of my work, and a signature part of my work, is that I bead the back of my pieces. I think it just looks beautiful. It probably adds a lot more work to it, but the fact that I can continue the design, use colors that I couldn't use on the front, use beads that just would not fit. So here we have these little tubey beanie beads. I also have these beautiful faceted opalites, as well as these little sticks as well. And it just really adds to the beauty of my work. So definitely a signature of mine, and thanks for checking me out. I'll continue to share more of my work with you guys. Peace.